Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel again. So yes, still recovering from the knee replacement. So we're doing another product review. Now, since I got the new truck, I got to get new parts, right? This hitch, not going to show you the manufacturer because I don't have a problem with this hitch. This hitch has served its purpose very well in my half ton that has a 2-inch receiver. So going to the new truck with a higher classification with a 2.5-inch receiver, you have to run a sleeve. And those things make lots of noise, and I did not want a hitch just rattling around back there. I mean, yeah, you take it out when you're not using it, but when you're using it, but you disconnect from your camper, sometimes you leave your hitch in, and you're driving down a dirt road, and it's back there just banging away, and it sucks. It's terrible. So this is a 6-inch, plus I also wanted a 9-inch drop for the new truck. Who doesn't want a bigger drop, right? Anyway, we'll get away from that. So I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this one. It is an all aluminum construction. Not a problem with it again. It is a 12,500 pound with a 1,500 pound tongue. It's got a 2-inch and a 2 5/16 ball. Again, no problem with this hitch at all. It served its purpose. In fact, it's going to stay in the half ton for when I do use that truck and have to pull the small trailer or something else like that. But I reached out to a company and said, hey, I love your product. I love your guys' your business model, and I want to promote it. So I reached out to a company called Hitch. Now these guys are absolutely awesome. Hitch. This one right here is the M255. It is a much larger hitch. Let's go ahead and bring it up here and show you it. So let's get that one down and pull this big behemoth up. Love it. That thing's heavy. Again, 9-inch drop. We do have a 2-inch. We do have a 2 5/16. This one is a 25,000 pound on the 2 5/16 and a 15,000 pound on the 2-inch. All steel construction. We've got stainless steel pins. We've got 2 pin locations on a 2.5-inch receiver tube. That way you can get her closer depending on the bumper you have or whatever configuration you're running. You got 2 pin locations, solid bar, not a hollow tube. That's another awesome thing about this. Gives you the higher classification as well, but she's gorgeous and she's heavy duty. So now I got to find a place to stow it in the truck because I'm not going to just leave her plugged into the receiver all the time. But I'm going to go ahead and get this thing stuck in the truck. We're going to show you what she looks like, and we're going to talk about a couple other things on Hitch. These guys are awesome. They have many different kinds of hitches, drops, classifications, 2-inch, 2 5 or 2.5, and they've got these really cool things called the hitch step, which is a step that you plug into your receiver. So now you got a lower step instead of your bumper step for people like me, that can't get my foot up there right now because just had knee replacement surgery, whatever. They've also got another hitch where the hitch step is integrated with the hitch. So when you're not hooked up to a trailer, you fold the hitch down, covers the ball, but you still have a step there at all times. Anyway, it's really cool. You guys got to check it out. So I'm going to get this stuck on the truck, show you guys what she looks like. Give me a second. Quick, in the packaging, you get the installing the hitch. 2-inch hitch is only compatible with the 2-inch receiver. 2.5-inch is only compatible with the 2.5, and 3 and 3, and so on and so forth. Do not use this in any appropriate manner, blah, blah, blah. Y'all can read instructions, right? So let's get rid of this thing. So there she is, sitting where she's going to sit when we need to use it. That way when we're pulling the camper, I don't have to use that load tool, the whole sway bar. We're not going to call them sway bars because they don't help us sway at all. But the load stabilizer bars. Anyway, this thing is awesome. We're going to go ahead and give you guys a few more things about Hitch, and then we'll get this thing stitched together for you. But not until we show you some more of the truck because she is gorgeous. I do love this thing. We've had a chance to put a few miles on her. I think we're sitting around 1,600 now. We did take it down to New Mexico right after I bought it. Yeah, I'm going to leave that there until it falls off probably, but she's comfortable. I love the mega cab. This is my first mega cab I've ever had. I've always had just crew cabs. But she is very, very comfortable. She's quiet. She gets really good gas mileage. In fact, the fuel economy on this diesel is better than my Hemi half ton. Of course, that thing's also got 240,000 miles on it, and she's getting tired. But I think we're sitting average on this about 18.4. Now, here's another cool thing about this that we're going to highlight in another video is since day one that I bought this, I've been running the Lorenzo fuel additive. So I'm going to attribute some of the fuel mileage increase to that, but what we're more importantly going to talk about is the DEF consumption. But again, another video. We're not going to talk about that on a Hyper Hitch product review. Just going to give you a quick walk around on the truck. Yeah, I need to clean my floor mats. Forgive me. So we're going to talk some more about the Hyper Hitch in just a second, and then I'll get her all stitched together. And for you guys, and again, with Christmas coming up and holidays and all that, you need a gift idea. Ladies, your husband likes stuff for their truck, so tune in. Okay, so let's talk about Hyper Hitches. They are from a company called Proven Industries. Now, Proven Industries, they are all American made, and they've even taken it one step further, and all of the materials are domestic supplied materials. What that means for you is you're not going to get Chinese steel from a Chinese supplier. You're getting domestic materials that they use to make their hitches. So it's 100% American made. They're really also going to include the link to the website and their phone number in case you want to call and you have any questions about it. So they're an awesome company. I really can't say enough. Family owned and operated. And all not only is the materials a domestic material, but they're all military grade. That speaks a lot of volumes when we're talking about a product that you want to last for 50 years. You know, in a solid chunk of steel like this, it's going to last for a very long time. So I'm going to highly recommend these. You guys need to hop over there and check it out. Again, they're just absolutely awesome. So I'm going to get all of this stitched together for you. Again, look for the links and the phone numbers and all that good stuff. And we'll talk to you guys again on the next video. All right. So I want to thank you again, and we'll talk to you again soon.